It started with a game.
If everyone would just bag the noise and play like we could do this.
Sonny, name one thing that's gotten better in the last 10 years.
Shall we play a game?
Video games.
All right, I acknowledge that.
Totally awesome video game!
Maybe sometime 2003, I'm at High Voltage Software, which is a studio in the suburbs of Chicago. Still there, still making games, still doing really well for themselves. And I'm really grateful I got to work there because I learned a ton, and I broke into the industry there and learned a lot. And I got this opportunity. I had just finished being a game designer on Disney's Experiment 626, Lilo and Stitch. We worked on a PS2 game based on the Lilo and Stitch movie, which was fun, actually. I really liked it. Then we got put on a Leisure Suit Larry game, which for everyone at the studio, everyone on the project was like, holy crap. It was Leisure Suit Larry, big deal back in the day, and still has a lot of fans. And, when I was a kid in the 80s, I loved all the adventure games put out by LucasArts and also Sierra. And Leisure Suit Larry were some of those games I played as a kid that made me want to become a narrative designer one day. So, wow, it was this great opportunity. And this was the first game at High Voltage Software that really needed a lot of writing. We had some games, that needed a little bit of writing. I hadn't really done any. But Leisure Suit Larry needed a lot of writing, and it needed to be humorous. And I was one of the first game designers to be assigned to it, so a lot of that fell to me. We hired another writer, Matthew Enton, one of my close friends now, and we've worked on a lot of projects together, games and other stuff. Since. And, we started writing scripts. And gradually we had the instinct, we had the sort of the forethought, I guess, to say, what, we're writing comedy. We really need to bounce these scripts off other people. It's what other narrative designers have done in the past, at places like LucasArts. And so we would get people together in a conference room, we'd read our scripts, we'd see what their reaction was, hopefully they laughed, found it funny, sometimes not. And so we knew what scripts were working, what maybe needed some work, and what just needed to be tossed, and we just start over. The reason I wanted to make this video is because I could distinctly remember if I had a good day in that conference room, if I was reading a script and people found it funny, I would drive home feeling super pumped. I think, which is understandable, of course. I was young. I was a young guy, new to this writing stuff, especially. But I think my head would get really swollen. I think I would just get like too high. And then I can remember days when it wouldn't go well, and I read a script, and it just crickets. And I would drive home just feeling crushed, feeling really, really bad, hours later. And, I have my own stuff going on, of course, like everybody. And all of us writers, we all have our egos. It's just part of being human. But what I have come to believe, now it's been over 20 years in this industry. I've worked on over 80 games. I'm trying to shoot for 100 before I die or get kicked out, dragged out of here screaming. But I really feel like it's important for me to manage those highs and lows. The game design industry can be tough. It can break your heart sometimes. It can be wonderful. But you need every ounce of sanity you can get. Trust me on this one. I think it's really important, for me, that my highs don't get too high, my lows don't get too low. Naturally, a lot of this comes with confidence and having, successes throughout your career. Even just, working for Ubisoft, not everything I would do would be sort of humorous, but a lot of it was. And so if I wrote something and they really dug it, like Madame Bustrella, the fortune teller, if you played the Mario Rabbids crossover games, it'd be really gratifying. I'd be really happy about that. And then I would tell myself, that's great. Now do it again. Not to dismiss it. I mean, I'm happy and I'm glad and I'm excited for, people to see it, for gamers to see it. But, great. Now let's not get, let's not puff up our ego here. Let's move on to the next fun thing that we get to do. Likewise, if, I write something, it just doesn't go over, I'll do it again. I'll allow myself, whatever, 5 minutes, whatever I need to, God dang, come on, oh, jeez, oh, man, 5 minutes, and then it's done. And I say to myself, that's what I do, that's the job. Same thing if sometimes you write something really great, and it just, maybe your immediate supervisors or creative director really likes it, and it goes up the chain, and then for one reason or another, it needs to be rewritten. Executives have concerns. There are marketing concerns, language concerns from, translators or whatever. I give myself 5 minutes, and that's it. Then the ego's got to be held in check. I'm a professional. This is the job. It's not always, it can be frustrating. And I'll go back to the drawing board and I'll do it again. And I'll do it again if necessary. And I'll do it again. And I got some confidence. I'm not a hugely confident person overall, but in this area I have some confidence that I'll get it right. I'll get it right. I've done this before. Oh, come on, Ed. You can do this. You'll get it right. It's important. Not to get too big-headed and not to get too crushed. Whatever it is, I wish I could be more specific on exactly how you do that. When I first started in games, I was a little older than, I got kind of a late start, but I was immature. I think emotionally, for sure, immature. I had stuff going on. So, I think just the more mentally healthy you can be, the more this other stuff falls into place. But it's also experience at the job. You'll have enough successes to draw upon. So you may not have that at the start, because you're new. Have some faith in the process that you're using. Have some faith in yourself as a writer. You can try there are different things you can try. Did you do enough research? Do you need to try something? Do you need to maybe collaborate with somebody? Or maybe not stop collaborating with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You'll get there. In the meantime, don't let your, failures crush you. And don't let your successes make you lose perspective. All right, I think that's important. I hope you found this encouraging. That's it was just intended to be some encouragement and not necessarily a lecture. But it's really been on my mind to make this video. I can remember those drives home, feeling crushed or feeling 2 stories tall and bulletproof. And I don't think, at least for me, either one of those feelings is healthy to hang on to for very long. That's all. I hope you're doing great. If you're doing the course, let me know how it's going. If you have any questions, anything at all, drop something in the comments and I'll try to get back to you. But otherwise, have a great day.